Why does getting a job in 2026 feel like some kind of humiliation ritual?
So I just had my first interview in about 6 months after applying to hundreds of jobs.
Yo, man, I'm gonna be so dead ass. Getting a job in 2026 feels
Illegal as fuck.
Why the hell is an entry-level job asking for experience? My brother, you are the experience.
You wanna know what's wild? We grew up being told that there was a formula to success. That formula was going to school, getting, good grades, decent grades, pick a career, work hard, apply to the jobs, and get hired. And then it was that simple, right? But now, why does it feel like in 2026 that formula is broken? Because right now, trying to get a job feels like some kind of humiliation ritual, okay? It feels less like applying and more like throwing your resume into a black hole, just praying that it comes back to give you something. Let's talk about what's actually happening out here. Every role has hundreds, sometimes thousands of applicants. And it's not just entry jobs either. It's mid-level jobs, senior jobs, jobs that used to be quote unquote safe. Everyone is competing for the same limited number of seats, and the musical chairs seems to just never stop for most Americans. And even then, like entry-level jobs now require 3 years of experience. Like, do we not get the message about entry level? Like, come on, guys. Like, I hate that, like, you go to school for all those years, for all that time, and they're already asking for experience. Like, bro, the experience was in school. Can't you give a brother a chance? Like, come on, man. And even then, you're expected to know like 5 different tools, 2 programming languages, and somehow already have done the job before you even get the job. It's like companies want someone who's already trained, already perfect, already proven, without wanting to invest in actually training someone. And a lot of work that used to be done by junior employees, interns, assistants, and that like analysts, that work is now being partially automated by AI. So the first like rung in that career ladder, it's disappearing. And nobody really warned us about this either. We just had to kind of adapt. And you can spend hours tailoring your resume, like, fixing it up, revising it, making sure it's top notch. You can write a cover letter and all of it, right? Fill out the same information that you already put on your resume, and then nothing. No rejection, no update, no closure, just silence. It's like we're applying to a brick wall and they're just never getting back to us. And that will mess with your head too. You start asking yourself, did I do something wrong? Am I not qualified? Am I just not good enough? But here's the uncomfortable truth. For a lot of people, it's not a personal failure. It's a systematic one. The system is literally optimized for efficiency and not humanity in the society. Applicant tracking systems filter people out before a human ever even sees them. Algorithms decide whether you are qualified based on keywords and not potential. And hiring pipelines are built for like companies and not candidates. This entire system that we're in doesn't value humans. It's not designed for us. And when you apply to dozens, maybe even 100 jobs, and you get nothing in return, like you hear nothing back, you don't just feel unemployed. You feel invisible, replaceable, and you feel like your skills that you worked so hard on don't even matter. But here's the part that no one wants to say out loud. The goalpost keeps on moving in the job market. Even when you do everything right, the market can still be wrong. Companies freeze hiring, budgets can get cut, the roles will disappear, and even entire industries will shift. At that point, we're just competing in a game where the rules change every single quarter. So if you're watching this and you feel stuck, if you feel like you're behind, and if you feel like everyone else somehow got the memo except you're not broken. You're navigating a job that's more volatile, okay? The market is more volatile, more automated and competitive than it has ever been before. And that doesn't make it easier either, but it does mean the shame doesn't belong to you. The challenge in 2026 isn't about getting a job. It's staying mentally intact while trying to get a job. And honestly, if you're still growing up, still applying, still trying to adapt and learn, That's resilience, even if it doesn't feel like success yet. So I applaud you guys.
So I just had my first interview in about 6 months after applying to hundreds of jobs. And I don't want to say this to discourage anybody who's in school right now, but I just want you to know, in 2026, I have a master's degree and a bachelor's degree. And I just had an interview to be an assistant manager at a Korean barbecue restaurant. It's a good position, yes, but definitely not the path that I thought I would be going down in my career. Hopefully I get it. Unemployment right now has been so tough for me specifically. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting a master's in 2026, just know you might be interviewing to be an assistant manager at a Korean barbecue restaurant. And that's okay, because that's what we're all dealing with right now. Anyways, wish me luck. Hopefully I get to the next round. He told me that there's a round with the general manager, then a round with HR, then a round with the president. So I gotta go through 4 rounds of interviews for some reason. But wish me luck. Anyways, I'll keep y'all updated. Peace.
I think the most discouraging thing about this job market is that the jobs that do come available want so much from you, and they don't have a lot of pay that's involved in it. And I just came out of I would say it was a really good job interview. Like, I could easily see myself do the work. And then they asked what I wanted, and I was like, okay. And they were kind of like encouraging me to be very honest about, and it wasn't just going to be copywriting, it was going to be marketing operations, it was going to be heavily like branding, social media. I'd be wearing a lot of hats. And they're like, okay, so, you know, based on your skill set, based on all the things we told you, based on the fact that you'll probably do overtime as well, because be an hourly position, you doing trade shows, all these sort of things. I was like, okay, well, if I'm honest with you, based on everything that I've heard, and you're actively encouraging me to write down what I want my number to be, here is it. Here is the number that I know that I have actually made before doing one of these jobs, let alone 3. Here is that number. I know it might be different because I'm in a new state now, but here's that number. And then sitting in that interview, and I know that that person was genuinely trying to be sweet and give me really good advice about the market. But they kept telling me over and over again they've never seen this number in all their years for the type of position that I would be working for. They've never seen anyone ask for that number. And I was like, they don't even know anyone who has made that number. This isn't a crazy number, by the way. I was just like, I just want you to know, I have had 2 jobs that have paid me this exact number. I'm willing to negotiate down. I want to know what our expectations are. And mind you, this job was going to be very gray. The expectations would be very, very gray. They were saying anything like the minimum amount of hours that they wanted me to work each week was 40, but they have people working like 60. And I was like, that's okay. And so you want me to be making, if my number is normal, very normal for my experience, and I've made before, and the requirements, if that number that I pitched is here, and you want to pay me here to be doing 50-hour plus weeks, wearing 3 different hats, and trying to like reassure me that they've never seen anyone make that kind of money before, the very normal rate that I was asking. I know they meant well, but it was just such a weird experience to have to say, well, now you have met someone who has made this total normal amount. Maybe it's because it was in a different state. And I even tried to pedal back. I was like, I am very interested in working for you at that rate that you want me to work for it. I don't feel comfortable or think that 50 hours to 60 hours a week would be something that I would want to do in this specific industry. Like, if you would be willing, let's brainstorm. I'm a problem solver, so I offered other ways that we can make it work, and I just don't think it's going to, and that's okay. But if anyone was wondering what it's like right now in the job market, that's what it is. So
you shouldn't be putting any job experience on your resume that's not relevant to the jobs that you're applying for. How many times do we have to tell you that we don't care about the retail jobs that you've worked? So what's with this gap in employment? What's with the gap on your resume? So you haven't been working? We are hiring an entry-level position for this job. What do you mean you're not proficient in all of these niche programs that nobody uses and you don't have 10 years of experience? for this entry-level job. Oh, so you're fresh out of college, like you have your degree and you're looking for a job. Well, you can't get an entry-level job because they require a lot of experience that you don't have. Well, just apply to an internship. I mean, I know you have a degree, but you can work unpaid, right? We're hiring an intern, unpaid, and also you have to currently be pursuing this degree in school. If you're fresh out of college, you're fresh out of luck. Oh, you should put an objective at the top of your resume that says what position that you're looking for. Okay, so why do you have an objective at the top of your resume? We can tell that you used AI to write your resume. I can't believe you would do that. That is so unprofessional. Why would anyone use AI for anything? Yeah, so actually, we are reviewing your resume using AI. But you can't use AI.
The job market is such trash right now. And it made me think about back in the day, like the 90s, the early 2000s, when it was some of the best time to be a worker because you felt like a damn free agent, like in the NFL or the NBA or some shit like that, because you literally would have companies fighting over you. Like, no, we'll give you this money and these benefits. And the other company's like, no, we'll give you this money and these benefits. It's like the world was your oyster. Fast forward to now, these companies are so damn cheap when it comes to Americans. They're paying for everything else that they want to get where they want to get it. But now it's like, it's harder now. The companies feel like they treat us, the workers, like, well, you need us. We don't need you. When in fact, it's really a mutual exchange of resources. But they don't see it that way. But I miss those days. Y'all remember those days? Man, I remember working for companies, right? Back in the day, where you would get all of your leave on the very first day you started working. You were immediately vested the first day you started working there. The companies would match you dollar for dollar. They would put profit sharing inside of your 401k as another kickback to you to keep you with that company because they already knew all these other companies were trying to get at you anyway. Then somewhere along the way, now they kind of like, man, you want a job with your punk ass? I guess so. I give you $2 an hour. That's how they treat us now. When did this happen? And I know why it happened, but I miss the old days.
Yo, man, I'm gonna be so dead ass. Getting a job in 2026 feels
Illegal as fuck.
I mean, shit, bro. At this point, I don't even think employment is a real thing. Every single fucking job is posting on their main billboard. Hey guys, we are now hiring. Buddy.
No, the fuck you're not. You are
Literally window shopping for workers. Any job that you apply to in 2026, it's almost like sending someone mail in a bottle in the fucking ocean. You will literally never hear back from this place that you're applying at. You're not gonna get an email. You're not gonna get a rejection. It's just gonna be pure fucking silence. And I mean, it's like, what the fuck? People on Kalshi are even talking about the unemployment rates of 2026. And I mean, fuck, man. It's like some of these jobs out here are posting like, yeah, by the way, guys, you need 5 years of experience. No, the fuck you don't. You know, I can completely understand being a doctor and it requiring 5+ years of experience, but come on, bro. Moving big shit around with fucking machinery, there's just no shot. And then they will literally proceed to make you take some type of personality test. Like, are you a team player? All right, bro. Or they'll literally make you do an assignment.
Pretend you work here. Are we serious?
How do you want me to pretend that I work here when I've never worked here before? And I'm telling you guys right now, bro, the job market is actually insane. And if you go to college and you go for a degree, bro, I'm just gonna say right now, bro, good fucking luck on getting your job. The only best bang for your buck that I can even think about is probably going to trade school, you know, and being a welder or some shit. But it's not gonna happen anywhere else.
Wake up in a panic. Look outside. Beautiful day. Doesn't make you feel better. 3 cups of coffee. You don't even like coffee. It makes you feel sick and anxious. But you'll do anything to feel alive. Open Gmail. Optimistic. 3 new emails. Exciting. 3 job rejections. Devastating. Open LinkedIn in hopes of a profile view. Notifications. Oh, Kaylee completed her fucking zip zap. Decide to do 20 minutes of yoga for your mental health. Shocked that you haven't hurt yourself because of how bad your form is. Open job application sites. 4 new jobs since you last looked less than 12 hours ago. Start applying. Each job needs its own custom cover letter. Write 4 thoughtful, creative, human cover letters. Start applying. 3 of the 4 jobs require you to put the information that's already in your CV into the job site. You do it. Apply, 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 apply. Lunchtime. Are you hungry or do you just need to eat because you're not taking care of yourself? It's a sandwich. It's sad. The bread, stale. Decide to run your CV through some sort of ATS software for the 100th time. There's some suggestions. Redo CV again. This is a daily occurrence. Redo CV again. Crash out. Decide, I need to go for a walk. Stand in an anthill. Hundreds of bites. Come back, open beer, flat. Notification from the bank, credit score, bad. Decide if you need to eat dinner. What is it? It's whatever's in the house. More often than not, sad spaghetti. Watch crime documentaries just to feel alive. Go to bed. Lie awake till 3 a.m. Fall asleep, nightmares.
When people say the job market in 2026 is cooked, they are not lying. Like, this shit is really cooked. Like, I had a job interview, and it was last Monday, right? I had a job interview on January the 19th, and the job was for Frito-Lay, truck driving job, food service, right? And, when I applied for it at first, I didn't even really think that they was going to even give me an interview. But then like a few days later, they sent me an email saying, yeah, come in for an interview. We want to interview you. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go up there, to the Frito-Lay place to do the interview. And, the interview, I thought the interview went, okay. I thought it was a pretty good interview. You know what I'm saying? I got interviewed by 2 women. I don't even know if that actually matters, but, that's what happens. So fuck it. So I got interviewed by 2 women, and they both asked me questions. And every single time I answered, they both like wrote down, like little notes about what I said for each question, whatever, right? So the interview's over, and I shake both their hands, right? Leave, and I'm thinking like, okay, it was a pretty good interview. I think it went pretty good. I didn't say anything crazy, I didn't say anything like, crazy or anything bad or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, they might fuck with me. That was on January the 19th. 3 days later, on January the 22nd, I got an email saying that they passed up on me and they looking at other candidates. And it's like, damn, why the fuck did I even go do the interview? I could have just stayed home. Like, I could have just stayed at the crib chilling. What was the point of me even going to do the fucking interview? And they was just going to pass up on me anyways. Yeah. Jobs in 2026, cooked. Might have to wait till 2030. Might have to wait till 2036. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but the shit is fucked up right now. It's fucked.
Hey, I'd like a job here. Here's my resume. Look at you begging with your unemployed ass. Actually, I can't take that yet. You gotta fill out a whole account, make an email and password with us before we can look at anything. Yeah, all right. It looks like you've done that. So tell me about some of your work experience. Oh yeah, so that's entirely on my resume. That's actually like 90% of it. Yeah. You see that red asterisk next to the work experience? That means you're gonna have to tell us. It's not gonna let you move past that. So get to typing. Okay, I have written down my last 5, it says, work experiences. Great, now tell us where you went to school, what kind of degree you got, and what years you went there for. Yeah, so that's also on my resume. Like at the very top, it tells you that. Red asterisk, remember? Get to typing, buddy. Okay, here's that information. Great, now why do you want to work at this company? What? I'm unemployed and I have bills to pay. The company's vision and mission values really align with what I've been looking for. On top of that, my skills and experience seem to be exactly what you are looking for as well. Please give me an opportunity to show you. All right, what are your salary expectations? Like 130. Are you 18 years or older? I have a full Yes, I'm older than 18. What? What could that possibly... This is a data analyst job. Why would that even be important? Sorry, we meant what is your sexual orientation? Also, do you identify as transgender? No, I don't know what that has to do with it, but no, I'm straight and I'm not transgender. I still really don't know why you would even ask me that. Hey man, we're just trying to get to know you here. That's what my resume is for. You happen to be Hispanic or Latino? Oddly specific race to choose, but no. So what the fuck are you? Is this gonna have an impact on my application? Why would this matter? Whoa, brother. You see that EEO? That stands for Equal Opportunity Employer. We're just trying to get to know you. All right, I filled that out. Are we done? I feel like, what else do you guys need to know about me? All right, it looks like you finished the application. We got one last thing. Do you want to give a special message to the hiring manager? Hire me, please? great, thanks. So if you hit that little submit button, we'll probably get back to you in like 2 years, and you won't get the job. Bitch.
Yo, how do I explain to my parents that getting a job does not take me just walking to the damn office and handing them my damn resume, Mom? Told my dad I've been struggling with getting a job. He tells me, oh, have you considered just going to a bar and like networking? Networking? Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna find the owner of Walmart sitting around at a local bar in Houston. Now, I low-key did find a method. I started auto-applying on this little app called Sprout, and I've actually have hope now. I might actually get a job. I don't know what's more sad, the fact that I can't get a job or the fact that I'm excited that I might get a job. Am I too excited? I need a job, bro. No, yeah, this job market's quick. Hopefully 2026, there's like a full 360 and like...
So, learning 6 languages. No problem.
After applying for over 324 jobs, getting 11 interviews and 0 job acceptance letters back, I'm convinced I'm going to be homeless in a year. And the worst part is I am over $120,000 in debt because society says you're supposed to get a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Well, I got both, and I have fucking nothing. Do you know how embarrassing it is to go back to the same job you used to work at in high school 6 years later in life? It's embarrassing. The same manager, the same 40 and 50-year-olds that used to work there are still there, and now I'm fucking going back. Please tell me, what are you doing to make money in this economy? What side hustles, what jobs are you applying for? What are you doing to scrape by? Because the only reason I am able to even pay my rent each month is because of the ClaimWise app. Your boy needs some help.
Why the hell is an entry-level job asking for experience? My brother, you are the experience. Like, you're going to Wendy's to apply for a job and they're asking for a degree in neuroscience along with 2 years of experience at McDonald's. What is going on? You're the damn experience. Or even worse, you get a degree in CS. Good luck, buddy. Even though you just spent 4 years of your life on a degree, you better have 2 years of unpaid intern experience. Like, what are we doing here? At least right now, I can use JobRay and auto-apply to all these different jobs they have on their job boards. But we gotta get these elders in these job markets out of here.
In 2026, you have a higher chance of solving world hunger, finding the One Piece, and finding your long-lost dad who went to get the milk than you do of finding a job. Like, it don't matter how much resumes, how much applications you send in, you aren't getting hired, buddy. Like, I'm starting to think LinkedIn and Indeed are fake apps, because you can submit 3,000 resumes and not get a single call back. Like, it don't matter if you submit your resume in person, online, use AI, lie on your resume, you're not getting the job. I got a friend who's been looking for a job for 3 years. He said he's dead about to crash out and use Kalshi and put all his bread on this football game. He said if he loses, he loses. He doesn't care. Send this to somebody who's unemployed or has a job.
Oh yeah, we're like not hiring. I mean, you can still apply online, but they're not going to check it for like 2 years until they're hiring again. But you can still apply online. We're just not hiring right now. Thank you for calling the place that you want to work at to check on your job application. We're currently experiencing high call volumes and hope that you will understand this and call back later. Yeah, so we're actually not allowed to hire you anymore, so your call was basically useless because we have someone who scouts out people that put in applications, and he should email you eventually, eventually, but we can't hire you right now. Oh yeah, we're hiring, but we pay like $8 an hour. You still want it? You still want it? Oh yeah, we're hiring, but like, you get like $15 an hour, but we're gonna give you 1 day every 2 weeks. Is that okay? It is gonna be only like a 4-hour shift. Is that okay though? Is that okay? Yeah, so I know it said that online we were hiring and then you spent like 30 minutes of your day putting in an application, but we're actually completely full of every single position. Yeah, you don't wanna work here. Just trust me, you don't wanna work here. We're hiring, but you don't wanna work here. Yeah, we can hire you. I mean, you're only gonna get like 3 hours a week and we pay like $4.97 an hour. Is that okay? So I see you went out of your way to come all the way to the store and come in with resume in hand to see if we're hiring, but you just wasted your time and you're actually just gonna have to go home and apply online, and we might get to the application, which is a big maybe. So I know that you checked all the boxes for requirements on this position and you're like the perfect applicant, but we're gonna move on to different candidates because you can't work on Sunday mornings. Yeah. You actually came into the store after applying online to check on your application. That is so awesome. I'm actually going to send your information directly to one of our hiring managers, and she's never going to answer you. Yeah, like never. But like, we can still try, you know? So even though it says online that the specific location that you wanted to work at, because it's on the way between your house and school, is hiring for that position, we're actually not. But another store, like not even that far away, I know it's like 15 minutes out of the way from in between your home and school, and like it's so much wasted gas, but like they're definitely hiring for the position. It doesn't say it online, but they're hiring, trust me. You can go over there, like just go inside, you know, and they'll just tell you, you know, you'll get the job. Right, so we hear you. You have morning classes, you know, you have to get home, get to bed early so that way you can be well rested and learn in the morning. But you can only have this job if you can work until 3 in the morning. Yeah, that's like all that we have available right now, and we really need this position, so that's all you got. Take it or leave it. Oh, you have open availability on every single Saturday, but you just can't work Sunday mornings, but the rest of the day you can? Sorry about that. We really need Sunday mornings. Sorry, you can't get the job. Hey, yeah, so it's Indeed here. We found you a job. Yeah, you're gonna love this one. So it's actually at like a dental office, and we picked it because you have experience in customer service. Yeah, like a front desk person. I mean, you've never had like a desk job or anything like that. It's always been, you know, manual labor and all that other type of customer service. But you'll totally get this one. Like, I mean, the customer service, they're gonna love you. They're gonna love you.
Oh, yeah. I seen I had a sign outside that y'all was hiring. I put in the application. Here you go, gang. Yeah, we hiring, but we're not hiring you, nigga. Nigga thought he gonna get a job. Nigga goofy. Yeah, bro. We're not hiring, my nigga. We're not hiring you, bro. Why say you hiring then, bro? Why do you have a sign saying we're hiring if you're not hiring, my nigga?
I'm sorry, but I feel like it needs to be like a federal law for jobs and companies to not upload freaking job titles to the internet saying that they're hiring if they're not actually hiring. Because what I started to do is instead of applying to something that I see, I call first. Hey, like I saw this job title uploaded. You guys are potentially looking for a whoop-de-whoop. Is this true? More than likely, they're not even hiring at the moment. Like, and it'll say posted 3 days ago. I'm so confused. Like, I feel like a system needs to be put in place where a job, if they're hiring, upload it to the internet, and then get all those applications, close it down when you have hired someone, and if it didn't work out, go through the list of people that have applied, and upload by a need-be basis. Because why are you doing this? Why are you giving me false hope that all these jobs are hiring that I qualify for, and it's not even the case? It's not the case. Maybe I'm salty because, you know, I'm looking for a little new job, but it's just like ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We need to actually see what the market looks like instead of having to like play this game.
Why did you take this interview if you don't even have the required 35 years experience?
Well, I wasn't alive that long.
So why did you apply?
It's an entry-level position, and I have 3 degrees in 5 years.
35 years, and you need 10 degrees, and it pays $10,000 a year. Do a little spin? Can you lose 30 to 40 pounds?
Is that required for the role?
No.
Yes.
Don't bother, AI will take it by then.
Job searching in 2026 is a humiliation ritual. You spend all this time building up your resume, only for it to get rejected by AI. Here's a fun fact for you. 75% of applications are never even seen by humans. They just get rejected by AI. In other words, you could be the greatest candidate of all time, but if you don't use the right trigger words, you're shit out of luck. So how do we counter it? We use AI to write resumes for us. So now you have 2 soulless robots interacting with each other. Ladies and gentlemen, Welcome to late stage capitalism. And if you can manage to seduce a keyboard scanner, then you gotta deal with the HR ladies. Yes, the fakest people on earth. Meanwhile, you have baby boomers that have no idea what it's like to try to find a job in this economy, constantly talking shit. In the job listing, if it's even real, who knows nowadays with these ghost jobs, states that the salary starts anywhere between 40K to 80K. Which is really just, hey, we'll give you 40K and see if you're desperate enough to take it. And if you get lucky enough to get an interview, you gotta pretend to give a shit about leveraging a cohesive system of unity and programming synapses. Whatever the fuck that means. Here's another fun fact for you. It takes the average person 1,200 applications to land a full-time position. That's right, 1,200. And joke's on you, in 2 years' time, AI is going to come in and replace you anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Give me a job, give me a job. And there, that was like my 6th or 7th job application for the week. Feeling pretty proud of myself. I got a lot done there. Hopefully one of them gets back to me, but I'm feeling pretty confident. The job market's been great this year. 2 hours later, the heck, I already got an email. Dear Mr. Avon, after reviewing your application, we would love for you to join us. That's not even it. Your application was so great, there's no interview required either. Well, look at that, I got a job. Damn, dude. Dude, I finally got to the 5th round of interviews. The fucking 5th! I need this so bad. I've been unemployed for 12 months straight. LinkedIn, Indeed, it doesn't work. Like, I just started applying on Sprout and I'm 100 applications deep. Look. It's never ending, man. It's never ending. Just give me the freaking job. 2 months later. Oh my god, the email came in. Dear Mr. Avon, after looking at your application, we have decided you're ready to move to the 6th round of interviews. 6th! Oh my god!
Man, I hate to say it, but the days of you mass applying and easily finding a new job are over with. Back in the day, the big separator between good candidates and bad candidates was having a good resume. Your resume determined if a recruiter would move forward with the interviewing process or not. But now, with all of the AI tools that are available, everybody has a good resume. So now you have to make yourself stand out even more. Some people reach out to the recruiter, some people locate the hiring manager and send them a direct email and things like that. So I'm here to tell you, if you're just mass applying and hoping to hear something back, you probably have to switch your strategy up. And in the new year, I'm living life on offense, meaning that I'm going to be posting business content on LinkedIn, TikTok. I made a whole new TikTok page dedicated solely for that purpose, and I don't know where it's going to go. Anyway, let's do this thing together and document. But if you have any other tips or any other topics you'd like me to discuss or touch on, comment, like, follow for more content. And hey man, let's see what we can figure out together.